Guys, everyone right now, track me, sit up in your chairs in 3, 2, 1. Now, we've been doing a lot of work with theme the last 2 weeks. We've been doing it mostly with our stories and our books. Today, we're going to look at the theme and find the hidden message in poetry. Can I have someone read the objective, please? Jordan? Loud and proud.
Scholars will be able to determine the theme of a poem by thinking about the character's words and actions and the narrator's words and acts. What is the author saying about the word at this time?
Very good, very good. So, we find theme by asking, what is the author trying to tell me about life, right? So, theme is that life lesson or that life message we can pull out of our stories and text, okay? Now, the last 2 weeks we've been working in our stories. We've been pulling out some common themes we've been finding out in our myths, our stories, our books. Sometimes in life we have to make hard decisions to benefit people we care about. Then we have it's important to consider the consequences before you act. Sometimes in life we have to do things we don't like. Animals could be best friends. Some things in life are more important than money. And some things in life are more important than winning. So those are some common themes, track me everyone. Those are some things that we've been pulling out from our stories. Now, there's 3 types of details we need to look for to pull out the theme. One is character words. What are the characters saying? Now, we know that from text to text, the characters may vary, right? Or you may not have a lot of information you can pull in terms of character words. Another detail are character actions. What are the characters doing? Okay? So you're looking at what characters are saying and what characters are doing. And then finally, what is the narrator saying about the topic? Okay? So those 3 types of details we're going to work on today to pull out from our poetry to find that hidden message or that life lessons which we call the theme. Okay? Now you have 2 poems on your desk. You have Harriet Tubman. You have a poem by Langston Hughes called Dream Deferred. And then you have a graphic organizer in which you guys are going to practice with me. Okay? So one thing I want you to do, and we can do this in 5 seconds, I want you to have Harriet Tubman now. We're going to read that together. We're going to analyze that together. We're going to pull out some very important details. Maybe the character is saying or doing something that we can pull out. Or maybe the narrator, there's some information we can pull out in terms of the narrator's words. So everyone, let's take that poem out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So the expectation as I read this poem, Harriet Tubman, is you're going to follow along with me, and then we're going to go back into the text, return to the text, and pull out some details that can help us figure out our hidden message. Okay? So we have Harriet Tubman by Eloise Greenfield. Derek, ready to go? Okay. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave. And wasn't going to stay one either. Farewell, she sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to leave them, but she ran away that dark hot night. Ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods, and she ran through the woods, with the slave catchers right behind her. And she kept on going till she got to the north, where those mean men couldn't find her. 19 times she went back to the south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of nothing either. Didn't come in this world to be no slave, and didn't stay one either. And didn't stay one either. Track me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So again, we're going to look for those 3 types of details to pull from our stories today, our poetry. What are those three types of details again? What are those 3 types, Zion?
3 types of details are the character's words, the narrator's words, and the actions.
Very good. Tracking me. So right now, one thing is, when I read the first stanza, it says, Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff. Wasn't scared of nothing neither. Didn't come in this world to be no slave and wasn't going to stay one either. By just reading that stanza, what can I tell you about Harriet Tubman? What kind of person do you think she is? Based on that one stanza. What do we have, Derek?
I
Loud and proud. We have AC on.
I think she is a strong woman, and she didn't want to take a lot of stuff from people, and she wasn't scared of anything, and she was a real tough individual.
Very good, very good. It kind of lets you know that she was she had pride. She refused to be a slave. What do you think, Jordan?
I think she was determined because she wasn't scared, and she wasn't scared enough because she wasn't scared of anything, and she was determined to she was determined.
Okay, determined. Good. So, like we took this one stanza, I want you to take 1 minute with your partner. I want you to reread or analyze the rest of this poem and pull out some information. Maybe the narrator is saying something else. What else is the narrator saying about Harriet Tubman, right? Pull out information, more information to tell us or to give us an idea about the topic, which is Harriet Tubman. Take 1 minute, I'm going to set the timer. You may begin.
I think she was a brave woman because I found some evidence that says that 19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. So I think she's a strong individual, and she thinks about other people. She takes them before herself, and she
went back in the forest, and even the slave catchers were behind her. She was kind.
She went back 19 times to get 300 others. She would have stayed. She would have left on herself if she. And the first paragraph it says, "What's her name again, Justin? What's her name?" Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman did not take no stuff. What? Scared from nothing either. Don't come and this work.
19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for freedom 19 times to save black sisters and brothers. That made me think that Harriet Tubman was determined to get her sisters and brothers to freedom.
This is that in farewell she sang to her friends one night. She ran to the woods and she ran through the woods.
It says the 19 times she went back south.
This told me that, and in this stanza, it told me that she was a tough woman because she was her own self, because she was not listening to other people, what other people said that she was a slave.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So we read the first stanza, and one thing that we pulled out was Harriet Tubman was she was a determined individual, right? We read that she's not going to take anything from anybody, right? She had a certain attitude. What did you talk to your partner about? What information did you pull out that can help us determine the hidden message, a lesson we could pull out and we could take to life, something to learn? Start us off, Kataya.
I said with my friends that she was brave because on stanza 2 it says that farewell she sang to her friends one night, and still on stanza 2 it says she ran to the woods and she ran through the woods. That makes me think that she's brave because she wasn't scared to run away from her slave owners because.
Okay. Anything else? What do we have? Leslie.
I think that she's brave and she's risky and she's selfless because in paragraph 2 it said farewell. She sang to her friends one night. She was mighty sad to freedom. And in paragraph 3 it said 19 times she went back to the south to get 300 others. And that also means that she risked her life 19 times to go save her black sisters and brothers.
Very good, very good. 19 times she went back to danger, right? Did she earn her freedom?
Yes.
Did Harriet Tubman earn her freedom?
Yes.
She did, right? But she went back 19 times to help others, even though she had her freedom. Just?
She was brave because in paragraph 3 it says 19 times she went back south to get 300 others. She ran for her freedom 19 times to save our sisters and brothers.
Very good. Tracking me. Good. I see you, Derek, but good. Track me. 3. I need everyone's eyes to sit up in your chairs. All right? So, the information I pulled out, the amazing thing is similar to what you guys pulled out as well. Okay? Now, one thing we talked about was Harriet Tubman. She ran away through the woods to get north, away from slavery. Right? Tateo talked about how she ran through the woods. Right? It gives you an idea that this was something that was very, very serious. She was probably scared, probably terrified for her life. And think about that, but she still kept going back, right? So that was one detail that could give us some information. The narrator's giving us that. Another thing that we pulled out about Harriet Tubman, she went back and forth to the South to bring more slaves to freedom, right? So what can that tell us? What can that detail tell us? Derek.
That she was brave, and she instead of just staying just stay in the North, she went back 19 times to save her black sisters and brothers. And I wanted to add that it says at the end of paragraph 3 that wasn't scared of nothing either, didn't come in this world to be a slave, and didn't stay one either, and didn't stay one either. They repeated it so that I know that they repeated it, so I knew that she didn't stay one. She worked for her freedom, and she wanted her freedom.
Very good, very good. Over here, I see you, Leslie, but let's move on. I want to give you guys a chance to go to our second poem, right, and work on that. So, the first thing I want you to do, and you have a chart on your paper, is I want you to look for those details, words or actions, or narrator's words. I want you to pull out 3 or 4 details. So the second thing I want you to do is I want you to take that information. What do those details tell us about the topic? What is the topic, Leslie? Harriet Tubman. So if we have those 3 details, what are those details telling me? Check your seat, track me. What are those details telling me? So after you pull out those details, I want you guys to write an explanation. So right now I want to read my explanation. This is what the information we pulled from the story tells me. The author is showing me that with determination you can do anything. Because Harriet Tubman made up her mind that she wasn't going to be a slave, so she ran away. Even though it was dangerous, she still was able to get out of a bad situation. And she went back 19 times. This shows me that determination can change things and allow you to do more. So after you pull out that information, what are those details telling you? What type of information or what type of explanation can you pull from those details? The third thing, I want you guys to write after you figure out the details and explanation, what is the author trying to tell you about life? What is the author trying to tell me about life, right? We know all these things. We said determined, she was brave, right? She was resilient. And we figure out what those details tell us. What is the author trying to tell me about life? And we hit it right on the nail. With determination, you can do anything. That is our theme, the hidden message, the lesson we can take out into our lives. With determination, you can do anything. Okay? Anybody agree? Did someone get that similar? Okay? Give me 2 minutes. So what I want you guys to do right now, we have one more poem. I want you to take out Dream Deferred. You can have that out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So set that right there for a second. I'll move that. So what I want you guys to do is you have a second poem, and it's called Dream Deferred. It's by one of my favorite authors, Langston Hughes, right? So what we're going to do is you're going to